Hi guys, Terry here with Truth in Numbers. I wanted to pop on real quick before my day begins. And I have some thoughts. FYI, as a person of faith, God's the first place I go. So I'm just going to share from the heart kind of my thought process, because that's how I get to another side where I might have something helpful to say to anybody with a different worldview. But I think of what doesn't change for me. And what doesn't change for me is just fundamental principles and values. So I'm going to lean into, I looked up at one of my favorite verses, and it's 2 Peter 1:5-8. So I'll just read it, and then I have a quote from somebody about hope. So 2 Peter says, "Now for this very reason also, applying all disciplines or diligence in your faith, supply moral excellence, and in your moral excellence, knowledge, and in your knowledge, self-control, and in your self-control, perseverance, and in your perseverance, godliness, and in your godliness, brotherly kindness, and in your brotherly kindness, love. For if these qualities are yours and are increasing, they do not make you useless nor unproductive." So regardless of our worldview, excellence, knowledge, self-control, perseverance, brotherly kindness, and love, those are going to be our strengths, some fundamental foundational strengths for anybody. And then a friend of mine sent me an email it was a forward from a gentleman named Ken Sehested. I don't know him. He writes a blog or something called Prayer and Politics. And I liked this one quote, so I'll share it with you guys. "People of faith and conscience are steadied by eyes fixed on a larger horizon. As the ancients admonish, quote, 'Return to your stronghold, you prisoners of hope.'" And that's from Zechariah 9:12. I love that. I am a prisoner of hope. My stronghold is the Lord. Others may have a higher power or a stronghold that's something else. But I like that. We need to return to our stronghold. And we are, I believe, prisoners of hope. Again, from that email / newsletter, comments, etc., a gentleman named Matthew at Crow's Fault had a quote in that email. "People speak of hope as if it is this delicate, ephemeral thing. It's not. Hope has dirt on her face, blood on her knuckles, the grit of cobblestone in her hair, and has just spat out a tooth as she rises for another go." May that be the hope, the reality of hope that we, move forward with. And then just some final thoughts that I jotted down really quick this morning before I get started with my day. Though our democracy is precious, God is more precious. God does not promise an easy path. He promises to be with us on that path. And I just want to say, hold fast. We have to toughen up. We're a lot stronger than we were 8 years ago. But I think it's important right now, especially until we get the final results in, but we kind of know where things are headed. I think it's important that we not provide anybody any satisfaction, and that we need to keep our game faces on in public. And one more thing, I have a couple more thoughts, but I am convinced that we've only just begun to fight. Seriously. If you think about it, civilizations are built in centuries. And what's 8 years then in that perspective? It might be 8 years, but I honestly just feel like we've begun to fight. Yeah, the battle's only just begun, and we've got a little ways to go, and we're in this. So part of me wants to say, look me in the eye, public face is on, and we can't afford to lose it. We got to process. We got to do whatever emotional work we need to do behind the scenes. But this is real, and we need to have our game faces on. We will make it. Darkness shocks. I'm not unfamiliar with darkness. It tries to knock us off our heels, and to the extent that we don't move or step off of where we stand, we win. We win in that moment, and we build on those moments. We win in that moment and build from the rest. We're stronger than 8 years ago. I can't say that enough. And we are strong. And then, I still don't want to operate as if, in this segment is as if, the decision's been called. But should people need to relocate, we're all still going to just be right here. I'm not going anywhere. And we're going to be right here fighting for America and getting it done. So we don't have to know. We don't have to know how we're going to do it right now. We don't have to know all the details. But we do know, pretty much. I mean, it's pretty clear, but, the numbers need to be finalized. The direction that we're headed. And so this is that morning. This is that morning where I'm like showing up and saying, we're going to make it. So again, we don't necessarily have to know, but we have hope, and she's scrappy and she knows how to get back up, and we need to do the same. We need to follow her lead. This is tough. It's tough, but we're going to make it. So that's all for this morning. I'll get this posted and then I got to run. So you guys take care, and literally take care of yourselves today. Go easy on yourselves. Eat a vegetable or two if you can. Polyphenols are great. Some green tea. Do apply self-care, and in whatever that looks like for you. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye.